slam by Rampage Jackson.
And that's it. That is all she wrote for Hercules right there.
Danielle Taylor throwing some heavy shots and ends the fight. Cutler is out. Insane airplane toss by Charles Krazy.
Landing takedowns. Huge knees, two huge knees.
And there she is, Ronda Rousey making her pro debut in excellent fashion. Jamie Colleen just destroying. Cutler says, no more, I'm out. And a quick look at our rules of combat based on 3 5-minute rounds, and of course 5 5-minute rounds for championship bouts. And of course in the amateur division that changed to 3 3-minute rounds, and of course 5 3-minute rounds for championship bouts in the amateur division. It's based on the 10-point must system, judging criteria, and to get things started, we'll go ahead and throw it to the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the lightweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Ryan Spink. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight, 156 pounds even. He represents Adrenaline MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from San Bernardino, California, presenting Ever Hernandez. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight, 154.8 pounds. He represents Diane Henderson's Athletic Fitness Center and Team Quest. Ladies and gentlemen, from Blythe, California, presenting Blessed Bryce Callahan. Once again, Ryan Spink is your official for this bout. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, lightweights.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. I want a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, come back fighting.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to King of the Cage Hard Drive here at the Toyota Arena, Ontario, California. We're going to start tonight's bouts off with Ever Hernandez and Bryce Callahan. Hernandez in the blue gloves, Callahan in the red. And they're off. Once again, this is set in the amateur division, 3 rounds at 3 minutes apiece. Both of these fighters very experienced in the cage. They've had a long list of amateur fights. Callahan has been coming up recently in King of the Cage status. Ever Hernandez, though, very tough opponent, very well-rounded as well. I think this is going to be his toughest fight yet. And down goes Callahan. Ever Hernandez taking advantage of this opportunity here.
That's how you start off, man. These guys, they don't look like amateurs. They're moving nice, they're moving with the kicks, punch, everything, you know. I mean, they're probably ready for the next step.
Yeah, definitely, you know, open prospects. A lot of people are going to be keeping their eyes on them, trying to get them boosted up into the professionals. Like I was saying before, Callahan, I've seen him fight quite a few times on many King of the Cage cards. You know, he always brings that professionalism to the fight. Never really, you know, fights like an amateur, as you would say. But I'm sure these guys are very close to moving up in the ranks. Callahan taking the center cage. Hernandez keeping the pressure. Callahan shoots in, takes down Hernandez. Just under 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this round.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see how these guys do when they get on the ground. When they're standing, they look great, all that stuff. When you get to the ground, a lot of times you wonder, okay, man, you got a good ground game, or you know, what you got for down the bottom. But that way, you know, Hernandez right there, either going for an arm bar or some kind of submission.
Hernandez remaining very calm, taking his time here. Callahan pulls up. Tries to get some elevation here. Hernandez defending patiently. Hernandez locking up his guard. I got to say, though, Callahan, I think, has a little bit more skill in the stand-up here with the striking in general. Does a little bit more ground and pound. I'd say Hernandez has a little more experience in jiu-jitsu. However, you know, it becomes a different game with that ground and pound.
Oh, definitely. You know, I mean, Callahan's doing a great job of applying good pressure on Hernandez. I mean, making it tough for Hernandez trying to do anything, trying to get up, trying to do anything. I mean, he's just stuffing him right there.
30 seconds left in round number 1. So far, so good for Callahan. Hernandez not really taking very much damage, defending pretty well, but I think it's safe to say Callahan taking this round. And now taking the back. He's got his leg swinged around there.
Yeah, that's one of these, you know, a lot of people don't realize that when you're on the bottom, sometimes you got to give some things up to try and get out, and you can get in a position like this by doing that.
And there we go. He breaks out just in time for the bell. Callahan looks fired up and ready for round number 2. Maybe Hernandez now has had some time to read his opponent a little bit and figure out a new strategy for this upcoming round. He's definitely got to put some points on the board. You see right here, as we were talking about Callahan with that stand-up game, you know, he was dominating pretty well from the center cage, maintained his position. I believe he has a little bit more reach than his opponent as well.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, the thing Hernandez got to avoid here on the ground is being up against the cage. It limits his movement to do things. Callahan uses that cage to tails him all the way.
Callahan did a fantastic job this round. We'll see if he can keep it up in the upcoming second round. Here we are, welcome back from the break, round number 2. Once again, Ever Hernandez versus Bryce Callahan. Callahan coming off of a very strong first round. Ever Hernandez, though, is very much in this fight, didn't really take too much damage, did a good job of defending.
Yeah, Callahan, good job once you got, you know, Hernandez on the ground, having control, maintaining it. You know, and that's where, you know, he to me got the advantage. Just because he was able to have the control, and plus, you know, he did some ground pound to damage. Not really effective, but still, it was action. You know, he was busy.
Callahan shooting up here, getting up against the fence in this clinch. Callahan looking to immediately take things back to the ground as he did in that first round, work that ground and pound and try to find a submission, and possibly TKO from ground and pound.
Yeah, hopefully Hernandez does not get taken down. I mean, you know, he has good ground, but in this instance, you know, Callahan had an advantage when he took Hernandez down. So unless Hernandez ends up on top, maybe it's a different game.
Both fighters doing a great job of staying just out of striking distance and avoiding a lot of that heavy damage, just taking, you know, the number of little bumps here and there. Just as I say that, Callahan moves a nice left. Tries to go for the shoot. Hernandez defends. Callahan dropping his knees now. Throwing Hernandez off balance there for a second, pushing him back up against the cage. Now Callahan trying to secure the single leg.
Callahan did a good job with that. You know, I mean, it threw Hernandez off right there, and that's what we did in this position.
Hernandez, yeah, throwing some fantastic elbows right there. She got kind of shook up Callahan's plan, then has to break off, get a chance to catch a breather from that.
Yeah, those elbows weren't that friendly. They let him know, hey, you know what? I'm going to get paid for trying to take you down.
Hernandez definitely looking like he's evolving the longer the match goes on, learning a little bit more here and there and fine-tuning his skill. 55 seconds left in this round still, a little bit of time to go. Callahan now securing his position on the ground. Let's see if he can do some work from here.
Well, Hernandez, he doesn't want to be in, you know, the whole rest of this round. I mean, it's only 4 seconds, but still, that's a big chunk right now just to sit here and let Callahan score some points.
Hernandez locking up that head. Callahan trying to twist around here. Hernandez using the cage to his advantage. And now ending up on top. Cranking that head. And they're back up to their feet.
I got to give Hernandez props on that because, one, it got him off his back. Two, it got him in a better position on top of Callahan right there. That's how you want to end the round.
Ooh, and a big strike from Hernandez right at the end of the round here.
I kind of like that. He kind of threw him into that punch. Come here.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard that slap. But yeah, no, fantastic round for Hernandez. I think definitely showing some huge improvement from the first round. I think he's kind of figured out a little bit of the rhythm of Callahan. Now using that to his advantage. I think his ground game is tuning up a little bit more too as he plays. Callahan wasn't able to get into those same positions that he was in the first round as easily at all.
Oh yeah, and what you got to realize too is that these guys are going 100% here. Last slowing down, so fatigue is going to play a part of this. And I think it hit Callahan a little bit on those takedowns, trying to take him down the way Hernandez was defending, was running him out. So it made it easier for Hernandez to get that reversal and just land some shots here and be able to try and get a submission.
Definitely, yeah, that was a great point. Hernandez definitely using everything he can to his advantage and really turning the tables. We'll see how it ends up in round number 3.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Round 3, fight!
Third and final round. We'll see if Hernandez can pick things up here. I think Hernandez took that second round. So, if anything, they're pretty tied up right now as far as the judges' eyes are concerned. This is really going to be a round to decide things. Hernandez just barely missing right out of range.
And both guys come out with a lot more heat in this round here, trying to make an impression.
Yeah, both of these fighters are definitely not the type that usually end up going 3 rounds all the way to decision. Usually much quicker fights. Both these guys are now pushing harder than ever.
Yeah, I mean, look how quick Hernandez got up on that one. I mean, that was good on his part. I mean, he scrambled when he went on the ground, rolled, just went to stand up. And that's part of when I say, he's got to stay off that cage. When he gets against the cage, that's when Callahan has advantage. He'll use that cage to his advantage to keep Hernandez on that ground.
Ooh, nice knee from Hernandez.
Very nice.
Catches that at the perfect second. Pops off, gets out of there, doesn't over-engage. Pops him again in the stomach there, right in the ribs. Callahan finds his opening, takes him down. Possibly could be turning things around for himself.
I mean, he'll need to keep Hernandez on the ground here for him to, I think, to pull it off and do some damage.
Definitely.
A lot of ground and pound here. But if Hernandez keeps that movement going, pops right back up, Hernandez could get the win.
Now getting back to their feet. Both fighters are not stopping one bit, but not slowing down at all. This seems to be the most active round they've fought.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a little more high pace in the first round for sure.
Just under a minute left. Callahan lands a nice kick. Both fighters are pretty even down this round so far. I think Hernandez just leading by a couple of points for the nice damage right before that takedown. Honestly, I can't call it right now, I don't know. Either of these guys any second could end up taking the other out or could end up going to decision at this point.
Yeah, this were being a judge. I wouldn't like being a judge.
Yes, but definitely very tough decision here.
Yeah.
Again, with the heavy elbows, these definitely don't feel good. You can already see the redness, appearing all over their bodies.
Look at that. It caused Callahan to stop that takedown.
Exactly what he wanted. But does he have enough time to capitalize?
I don't know, but that says a lot right there to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, from the judge point of view, this guy was going for it, but he stopped. The first round he didn't stop, he took it down, and the Guzman was making some good shots. So
that concludes this bout, and what an amazing fight that was. Both fighters pushing it to the very end. This is definitely going to be a tough decision on the judges. Let's take a look at the replay in the meantime while they deliberate. Definitely, like we were saying before, this round the action was kicked up much more than even that of the first round. These fighters seem to got a second win there, and the spurt came in and realized, hey, we don't want this to go to decision. We got to try and end this now, but yeah, proven different.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these guys look fresh this round. So I mean, they put the work in, the time, trained everything they need to do to execute this fight the way they did. Like I said, both fighters phenomenal. The execution on everything out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of lightweight action here in the Inland Empire of Southern California, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge at cage side, Mark Davidson, scores this bout 30-27. Ron McCarthy, 29-28. And finally, Chris Krell, he also has it 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Ever Hernandez. Here is Fred Colbert.
Once again, welcome everybody to the Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage Hard Drive. We're just about to get our next bout started. Now approaching the cage, Fred Colbert. Colbert hails from Baldwin Park, California, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. His current standing amateur MMA record stands at 2 wins and 1 loss, including 1 draw. Now, while Colbert currently only holds a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he does train out of the United Boxing Academy, and I gotta say his stand-up game is where his strong point lies. He's got a lot of knockout power behind those fists. You know, he's not the fastest striker in the world, but if he does land one of those hits, it's not going to take very many to put an opponent down. And Colbert, of course, we've seen a few times here at King of the Cage, always putting on an exciting fight, and we could very well be in for a knockout this first round. We'll just have to wait and see, though. His opponent, Roger Ashley, is much more diversified, much more of a ground game fighter, so that may prove to be an issue for Colbert. But if he can keep things on the stand-up, he should be able to keep control of the fight. The referee now finishing up his final inspections here, as Fred Colbert heads inside the cage.
Here is Roger Spaz Ashley.
And now Fred Colbert's opponent going to be approaching the cage momentarily, Roger Ashley. Ashley hails from Fontana, California, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. He's currently fighting out of the 170-pound weight class, wielding a 73-inch reach. His current amateur MMA record stands at 1 win and 3 losses. He's looking to pick up that 2nd win here tonight against the likes of Fred Colbert. Ashley trains out of Casco 9th ILBJJ in Las Vegas, Nevada. And as I was saying before, he's a little bit more of a diversified fighter, as you can see from his background. He currently holds a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. So that's definitely going to prove to be an issue for Colbert if he wants to keep it on the stand-up. Ashley is more than likely going to be trying to go for a takedown early on. And not to say Ashley can't handle himself on the stand-up. You know, he has proved himself in the past. He can take a few punches and he can dish out a few punches as well. But against the likes of Colbert, I'm going to think he's going to want to play it safe, try to take things down to the ground and finish from there. The referee now finishing his final inspection. And Roger Ashley heads inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the welterweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of this contest, Chris Lieben. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. Official weight, 169.2 pounds. He represents the United Boxing Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, from Baldwin Park, California, presenting Fred Colbert. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall as well. Official weight, 169.8 pounds. He represents 9th Isle Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fontana, California, presenting Roger Spaz Ashley. Once again, Chris Lieben is your official for this bout, now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, welterweights.
All right, fighters, we run over the rules in the locker room. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. If you're going to touch gloves, touch them now.
Here we are. Welcome to our second bout of the night. Fred Colbert versus Roger Ashley. This bout is set at 170 pounds, again in the amateur division. 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Once again, we're here at King of the Cage Hard Drive at the Toyota Arena in beautiful Ontario, California. Ashley opening up with some outside kicks. You know, both these fighters, from their experience here at King of the Cage before, you know, Ashley's got a little bit more of a, I'd say, a diverse skill set. He can handle things a little better on the ground than Colbert can. But at the same time, Colbert's got a lot more knockout power than Ashley does in the stand.
That's what you got to watch. I mean, 2 guys, 2 different styles, but yet, I mean, both deadly out there.
Right. And Ashley already probably reading the situation. He's probably seen some fights from Colbert before. Taking things down to the ground, he's already got that body triangle locked in. Kind of on the side, though, needs to get a little bit more coverage on the back. Colbert doing a good job twisting the body.
And here's where the knockout come into effect. You know, he's on top. Start dropping some shots from right there, ground and pound. I mean, it really hurt Ashley right there.
Ashley trying to throw some strikes here, but just not able to put a lot of power behind those. Colbert using that strength, just forcing him up against the cage.
But those punches and shots that Ashley's throwing are more I think, to a distraction right now. Trying to throw, you know, Colbert off so that way he can open himself up for something so Ashley can take advantage of it.
Colbert now throwing some strikes here.
But, you know, Colbert is doing a great job. He's keeping pressure on him, making sure he has no movement, no space to work anything. And he's using that cage, too, right there. Make sure he stays close to it.
Keep it tight. Ashley trying to lock that arm down. Not quite successful. Ashley switching back into the full guard. 50 seconds left in round number 1. Colbert continuing to press forward, keeping that pressure.
Well, Colbert's doing a good job here, you know, keep the pressure on Ashley and keeping him in his position, not letting Ashley do anything to him. You know, Ashley, same thing, doing a good job of not taking any damage, trying to hold him up. But at the same time, with the little strikes to go back and forth, it's enough to keep him in this position so that the ref don't stand him up.
Exactly. Staying just busy enough to keep things down here. Colbert finding some comfort in this position as well. Colbert says, no, we're going right back down the ground, man. You wanted to come here? This is where we're going to play.
I thought they were getting up right there. I thought Ashley had to get up.
Colbert definitely a little more chest heavy too, I believe. He's got a little bit extra more weight, some more muscle. Keep Ashley down.
Well, let's see, because these guys were really active at this round. Like, from the bottom and the top. I mean, let's see if that second round, if that took some effect on their cardio.
This is definitely a very action-paced round. Very fast-paced indeed. Both fighters pushing at 150%. Actually, I think spending a little bit more energy just because of having to deal with that extra weight of Colbert for pretty much the majority of the match. Sitting on top of him, keeping tight, minimal space.
I know, it was a constant pressure by Colbert right there. Non-stop the whole time. It was a fight for Ashley right there to get room, get space, any kind of space you wanted to do.
Let's see how this fight develops coming up in round number 2. Stay tuned for more fights after the break. All right, welcome back. Round number 2. Once again, we have Fred Colbert versus Roger Ashley. Colbert definitely taking the advantage in that first round. We'll see if Ashley has learned anything, has changed his technique or approach against Colbert. Oh, and a big uppercut from Colbert.
Actually, got to be careful. I mean, he one strike and he pulls back way far away. And like he did right there with that shot he took. I mean, he does that. He pulls back and then he took a shot from way out there. Let Colbert know, hey, I'm coming. And that's why Colbert was able to deliver that nice uppercut.
Colbert now on the ground. Roger Ashley trying to make something here. Colbert holding on now, cranking the neck. Ashley trying to pass that knee over the stomach. Colbert scooting out. Ashley keeping this pressure here.
Yeah, the problem here is that Colbert is holding on to Ashley's neck. If he lets go of his neck, he has the ability to turn and keep going, but it's a safety net. You feel like, hey, I got him here, he can't go away. So it's reflex, human reflex to do that.
Right. Yeah, sometimes it's very hard to go against those natural instincts, where your body wants to go. In fact, you need to be going the opposite. But Ashley now taking the back, trying to set in his rear naked choke here.
We've got to be really careful because I mean this is the same position where Ashley had him last time, but he was able to flip him around.
Colbert now having a hard time turning around. Ashley now putting some power behind those punches.
I don't know about this, man. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that looks pretty deep. He's trying to fight the arms. He's breathing. Ashley loosening up here. Switching it around though. Trying to crank from a different angle here.
He's got to keep fighting those arms no matter what.
Yeah. And there's the tap. That's it. Ashley takes the win by submission. Colbert was trying to hang on there as long as he could, but he just that chin was not touched. No, it's only so long once you get to that point. Great fight by Ashley. Great win. Settled that in perfectly. I think he took his time and kind of learned a little bit more about Colbert's style in the first round. Brought the heat in the second.
Yeah, well, he realized he didn't want to be on the bottom because he wasn't able to do anything. But when he got on top, I mean, this time he made sure he had the position before he went for the submission.
Exactly. Took his time a little more, was a little more patient, and it definitely paid off. Yeah, I think, and like we were saying before at the break, Colbert was definitely suffering a little more fatigue at the beginning of that round than Ashley was. Ashley was a little bit more in shape, was ready to go, and I think that definitely tied him to disadvantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes and 15 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by rear naked choke, technical submission, Roger Spaz Ashley. Here is Miguel Guzman.
Now making his way to the cage side, Miguel Guzman. Hailing from San Bernardino, California, Guzman stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall.
He's fighting out of the 125-pound weight class. His current amateur record stands at 0 wins and 1 loss. He's looking to pick up that first win here tonight. Now, although Guzman doesn't have a lot of fights under his belt, he is a very experienced ground fighter, very experienced stand-up fighter. He's got a lot of skill right there. I think he's looking to prove it early on in his career. Definitely someone to be looking out for in up-and-coming amateurs. Guzman trains out of Adrenaline in San Bernardino, California. He considers himself a combination fighter. As I was saying before, he likes to train with stand-up, likes to train with the ground game. He's pretty equal in both, although I'd say his ground game is just a tad stronger. But it's all going to depend on his opponent, Brandon Rivera, to see how he's going to react. And Rivera, of course, much more of a Muay Thai fighter, very strong stand-up fighter. So things may be getting taken down to the ground quickly. The referee finishing up his final inspection here. And Miguel Guzman is ready to fight.
Here is Brandon, the Diamond Warrior Rivera.
And now approaching the cage, his opponent, Brandon Rivera. Rivera hails from Victorville, California, and stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. He's also fighting out of the 125-pound weight class. His amateur MMA record stands at 1 win and 0 losses. He's looking to keep that streak going and pick up his second win here tonight. Rivera currently trains out of Team Diamond in Victorville, California. There he trains primarily in Muay Thai as well as some ground game. But like I was saying before, Muay Thai is where his strengths lie. He is primarily a Muay Thai fighter. He's had plenty of experience in Muay Thai competitions. He's definitely going to be bringing that to the cage, and that's what scored him his win in his last fight. We'll see if he can score him a win here. Now, of course, it's going to make it tricky for both fighters. Now, Guzman is going to want to avoid the stand-up, but Rivera is probably going to want to avoid the ground game, so both fighters are probably going to be shooting for just exactly those tactics. And the referee now finishing up his final inspection. And Brandon Rivera approaches the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King in the Cage, Ultra Premium Commissario Tequila, and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the junior flyweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, John Romero. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight, 121 pounds. He represents Adrenaline MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from San Bernardino, California, presenting Miguel Guzman. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight, 125.4 pounds. He represents Team Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, from Victorville, California, presenting Brandon, the Diamond Warrior Rivera. John Romero is your official for this bout now with the final instructions. 3 rounds, junior flyweights.
All
John, we already been over the instructions back in exhibition. Remember, protect at all times, obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, join this one now. It's sound the bell, come out fighting.
All right, here we are. Our next bout, Miguel Guzman versus Brandon Rivera. Another amateur bout. This will be 3 rounds set at 2 minutes apiece. So expect this to be definitely a little more fast-paced. Both of these fighters, too, are excellent in the stand-up, excellent in the ground game. Could really go either way. Rivera doing a good job of landing some strikes here early in the match. Guzman now closing distance. Trying to go for the leg. Rivera defending. Walking it back to center cage and now getting taken down. Guzman now trying to get in the side position.
Yeah, Guzman's doing a good job right here, maintaining this position. You know, he's moving around right now, the north and south. He has side control. I mean, he's trying to improve, which is good. You know, and just making it tough for Rivera to do what he's got to do because he's hanging on to the head, just trying to think, okay, you know, how can I get out? What can I do? And that's what these fights are all about, too. An amateur division is, hey, let me see what works, what doesn't work. Hey, I can do this, I can do that. And that's how you learn how you grow.
Guzman trying to turn around here, trying to twirl out of this. Rivera almost getting back up to his feet. Both fighters fighting themselves in quite the stalemate here.
Well, so this is a good part by Guzman. Even though he's just sitting there, but he's got all his weight on Rivera. You know, that's how you tire your opponent out. I mean, these are quick, short minutes, so you don't want to be on it too long. You want to be doing something.
Right.
But at the same time, you know, these guys, not all of them, train as hard as they should, get that cardio, everything you do. So that little bit, putting the weight on, dropping, making it carry you, takes its toll on you.
Now in the last 10 seconds here, Guzman looking like I think he's going to take the slight advantage that round just for being a little more in control, like you were saying, keeping all that weight on top of Rivera, preventing Rivera from really getting ahead outside of the stand-up. Both fighters are kind of throwing a little bit here and there, back and forth, but for the most part on the ground, I think Guzman's got to take that slight advantage.
Yeah, stand-up, I mean, they were going back and forth. You know, I can say, oh, you know, Rivera had it, Guzman had it. But when they went down to the ground, you know, it was Guzman all the way. You know, held his position, controlled it, and, you know, was able to execute it all the way through. You know, in positions like this where he almost lost, he gained it.
We'll have to see how it continues coming up here in round number 2. I think Rivera is going to want to try to keep things in the stand-up a little more here. I think he was doing a little bit better there. It definitely comes from a Muay Thai background, so that's where his strong points are going to lie. A nice body kick from Rivera. And Rivera has very quick hands and gets trips there. Manages to push Guzman off of him for a second. Just might have saved him for a second there. Buy him some time.
Yeah, see, that's just the carelessness of an amateur where they're just trying to be quick on everything they do and not following through with the proper procedures on the pivot, the bounce, all that. And he just tripped himself up with that kick.
Yep.
You know,
and he had the momentum going for him right there.
No, he did. He was doing good. You know, he tripped and Guzman took advantage. He said, okay, let me get on top.
Saves Guzman spending the energy on the takedown and now able to get where he wants to be. Rivera trying to counter this right here. Guzman locking onto that neck.
Yeah, Rivera almost had that reversal again, but Guzman, you know, able to keep down and counter that, so Rivera's got to get off his back.
Just under 50 seconds here left in the round. These 2 minutes, they go by really, really quick, so they really have very little time to really capitalize on what they're working with.
Yeah, no, that's why Rivera was doing great the first half. But if it ends right here with him on his back and Guzman on top, I mean, it doesn't look that good for him, even though he did some good stuff while he was standing. That's the only bad part about these short rounds. .15 seconds left in this round. Guzman once again going to finish the round on top.
Throw down some ground and pound here, whatever he can in these last few seconds. And that is it for round number 2. Guzman once again finishing strong. And you know, things could have been a lot different for Rivera, I think, if he hadn't lost that momentum initially with that kick. Because, I mean, you know, Guzman was already looking to take things down to the ground, and Rivera ended up doing it for him. You know, just removed that one extra step right there as we see in the replay.
Yeah, I think you can see Guzman right when Rivera went down, he ran. He's like, hey, I got to take advantage of this position. He did. You know, right there, Rivera almost did that reversal, but just off balance right there. Guzman capitalized. And then keep, you know, Rivera on his back the rest of the time.
Yeah, that's definitely going to stand up to the judges, but we are going to see a third round, so it is not over yet. Welcome back from the break. Here we are, round number 3. Miguel Guzman versus Brandon Rivera, finishing up this fight here. Final 2 minutes. You know, so far, Guzman has kept the lead for the last 2 rounds just slightly, but Rivera's really going to have to turn things around for himself here.
Yeah,
this round.
He's got to be aware of that ground. I mean, and those kicks, when he throws them, he's got to make sure his foot is under him. So he don't slip and give a takedown to Guzman.
Ooh, and he takes a big kick from Guzman. Guzman now dishing out the damage in the stand-up. Rivera looking a little fatigued.
And that could be a thing too, that Guzman's taking advantage that Rivera thinks, hey, he's going to try to take down, so he's not expecting these heavy shots that Guzman was throwing.
Guzman definitely landing more than enough there to knock Rivera off balance. Now taking him down to the ground. With relative ease, he's got lots of time left. Still got over half of the round.
I think Guzman realized that Rivera's balance isn't that great. So even though he had the guillotine on there, when he went down almost sideways and was able to just get right on top. That's one thing Rivera should be working on too, is balance.
Just under 50 seconds left here. Rivera has got to get out from under this if he wants to pull a win. But Guzman is just pounded down.
He's in a good position right here. If he can maintain this, to keep delivering those shots. It's not looking good for Rivera at all right here.
Guzman now just letting loose. He's got nothing left to lose at this point right now. Not a lot of time left, so he might as well just throw as much as he can.
I know Rivera's trying everything he can, you know, to defend himself, throwing for Guzman off balance, but
it's just not working out. Guzman is pretty high up there in the chest. He's got all of that weight in the right place. Just giving him the perfect opportunity to do some great ground and pound here. 10 seconds left. And that is it for this fight. Both these fighters doing a great job here in the amateur division. However, I think Guzman's going to take that one from the judges.
Yeah, well, every round he ended up on top.
Yeah, definitely having the advantage for the most part. All the fights, definitely in that third round, really surprising us, you know, bringing the stand-up to the game that he hasn't really brought in the previous 2 rounds. I think he did pick up on a little bit of that fatigue from Rivera, was able to throw a lot more damaging kicks, a lot more damaging strikes.
Yeah, I mean, if Rivera's thinking, hey, he's going to take down, you take down, he's not going to, you know, just expect these shots to come.
Right. And he may not be properly defending as tough as he would be had he been finding somebody he'd expecting to hit him.
Exactly.
Right here, you know, was able to get in that great position. Guzman here was able to just pick whatever part was open, throw a punch. Whatever he could, pick up a point for every single landed punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of junior flyweight action here in the Inland Empire, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges at cage side, Mark Davidson and Chris Krell are in agreement, scoring this bout 30-27, while Ron McCarthy scores it 30-26. All 3 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Miguel Guzman. Here is Jason, the Hitman Edwards.
And we are going to be kicking off our next bout of the evening with our next fighter, Jason Edwards. Edwards hails from Los Angeles, California, and stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall. Tonight he's fighting out of the 135-pound weight class. His pro MMA record standing at 0 wins and 1 loss. He's looking to upset that record and pick up his first win here tonight. Now Edwards is fresh into a professional division. It's a new kind of game. Remember, 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. A lot more stamina involved, a lot more patience involved, and a lot more technique. He's going up against a pretty tough opponent, Karoga, with a little bit more experience than he has. However, Edwards may prove to be an upset. Edwards trains out of Long Beach, California. He trains in a multitude of styles, practicing in stand-up and ground game. He's a pretty diverse opponent. He's definitely going to prove to not be an easy opponent at all for the likes of Karoga. Of course, the 135 professional division, very competitive division. Lots of really good fighters in that weight class, so definitely the place to prove themselves here. I think it's a great fight for Edwards here early in his career to face off against the likes of Karoga. And Jason Edwards heads inside the cage.
Here is Cash Money Mad Dog Karoga.
And our next fighter going to be approaching the cage momentarily, the opponent of Jason Edwards, Cash Karoga. Karoga hails from Oakland in Indiana and stands at 5 feet 4 inches tall. He's also fighting out of the 135-pound weight class. He's wielding a 65-inch reach and is coming in with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss in the professional division. Both of his wins are due to KO. Now, Karoga is a very agile stand-up fighter. He's very quick, and he's got a lot of power behind those hands. Edwards is going to have to really watch out in the stand-up. I know Edwards is going to want to box it out too as well, so they're probably going to test the waters out. But Karoga, what's interesting about him is that he strikes at such unique angles. You know, you can never really predict where his next punch is going to come from, and he's very sneaky. He's able to hide kicks and hide other strikes behind multiple strikes heading before. You can see in his corner there, he trains out of Cobra Kai Academy. There's Joe Daddy Stevenson, King of the Cage veteran. And on top of that, Karoga trains out of Training Lab in Placentia, California. His primary technique before the striking, though, however, is a wrestling background. So if things get taken down to the ground, it's going to be no problem for Karoga at all. So that's the thing. He's a very tough, well-diversified opponent. Definitely going to prove to be a huge challenge against Jason Edwards. We've seen Karoga fight here in the past at King of the Cage, and we're always in for an action-packed bout as Cash Karoga heads inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage, Commissario Tequila, and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the flyweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mylan Ayers. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight an even 136 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Los Angeles, California, presenting Jason the Hitman Edwards. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 4 inches tall. Official weight, 136 pounds as well. He represents the Training Lab. Ladies and gentlemen, from Oakland, Indiana, presenting Cash Money Mad Dog Karoga. Once again, Mylan Ayers is your official for this bout. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, flyweights.
All right, guys, we've gone over the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Follow my directions at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Go back to your corner.
Welcome back. Here we are. We're going to start our next bout of the evening. Jason Edwards versus Cash Karoga. This is our first professional bout of this evening. 135-pound division, 3 rounds at 5 minutes apiece.
You can always see a lot of times the difference between a pro and amateur. Pros, you know, a little bit, you know, thinking about what they're going to do before they just jump in and start, you know.
Right, taking their time, being much more patient, and they have the stamina to sit there and analyze their opponent without having to, you know, burn people.
And then plus they have time. You know, they're in a nice short, quick rounds.
Karoga, we've seen him a few times here before at King of the Cage. Very fast, very agile fighter, strikes hard. Jason Edwards as well. We've seen him fight a couple of times. He's got a great stand-up, a little bit more diverse. And a big kick for Karoga. Oh, and another one. That might be it. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I love the way he throws those punches and kicks. I mean, he doesn't let you know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
The way he's moving, his angles he cuts.
Every single direction he's coming in, yeah, different angles. You'll see right here in the replay what we're talking about. And as I was saying before, very skilled striker. We've seen here, Cash Karoga comes in. You know, takes a little bit of damage from Edwards. Edwards was able to do so, but that kick right there, that shook him up. You see him touch the head, trying to get himself in place in that second one.
He didn't see that second one at all.
Disguised it right behind that punch. And that was all he needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 1 second of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, Cash Money Mad Dog Karoga. Ladies and gentlemen, from Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the heavyweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall. Official weight, 265.8 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Apple Valley, California, presenting Carl King Kong Culpepper. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall. Official weight, 232.8 pounds. He represents Carlson Gracie of Riverside. Ladies and gentlemen, from Riverside, California, presenting Urban's Conan the Barbarian Ayala. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, heavyweights.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business. Let's go.
Welcome to our next bout of the evening. Carl Culpepper versus Urban's Ayala in the heavyweight division. 265 pounds, 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. But I doubt it'll last 5 rounds. Most of the time with these heavyweight fighters, someone's getting knocked out.
They bring the heat. They don't come to play.
Yeah, you should know firsthand as well. You're always fighting giant dudes. Urban's Ayala, we know, we've seen him in in past fights before. He's got that fantastic knockout power, but Culpepper does too. So we're just going to have to see how it goes, and they're already going at it. Ayala seems to have just a little more mobility than Culpepper. He's got to be careful on those legs pulling back.
Yeah, you got to be careful because,
that might be it.
It could be because just like a heavyweight, a lot of times they don't protect their head when they're trying to get up because they're just shooting for a fight.
And that's it. The referee steps in and calls it. Culpepper not knocked out, but not really defending at all from that. And like you were saying, yeah, you do see it a lot with heavyweights. They're bigger, they can take the damage for it, so they'll just kind of sit there a little longer. Yeah. Luckily, referee Mike Beltran definitely being very generous with the time there, giving plenty of time to defend. Right there, just a flurry.
Yeah, I mean, because he's doing a good job here getting right back up, but look where his hands are and look where those fists are going.
Oh, yeah.
Straight to his head.
Back and forth, side to side. Had no choice but to stop the fight there. And a nice win for Urban Ayala.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 35 seconds, round 1. The winner by knockout, Irvins, Conan the Barbarian Ayala.
What I know about Aaron Williams is that he's a good wrestler. He pushes the pace. He's from Joe Daddy Stevenson's gym, and from what I hear, it's a really, really good gym. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, we for this fight we did the same thing that we always do. We focus a lot in jiu-jitsu and wrestling, stand-up and cardio. My weight cut, it went pretty smooth. We always make weight, regardless, no matter what. We always gonna make weight, and this fight is no different. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna do us like we always do. We're gonna push the pace and we're gonna see hopefully the best man wins. The pressure actually is not at all. This fight is pretty calm. We cover everything in fight camp, so hopefully it goes smooth. The fight goes smooth like we planned. Hey, Aaron Williams, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Let's give the people what they want. Family and friends are gonna be there, so let's give them a show.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage, General Tire, and Ultra Premium Commissario Tequila present our featured bout of the evening. It is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvelli, Chair, Executive Officer Andy Foster, Event Supervisor Sean Wells. It's in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated, President and Founder Terry Trebilcock Jr., Matchmaker Carlos Rivera, Promoter Jeff Mahalik, Timekeeper at the bell, Jill Trigg. The 3 judges scoring this match will be Chris Crail, Mark Davidson, and Ron McCarthy. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from East LA, Mike Beltran. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, Southern California, let's hear it. This is our main event of the evening. 3 rounds of MMA for the vacant King of the Cage Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 150 pounds. This Cobra Kai fighter has a professional record of 3 victories with 3 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, from Luzerne Valley, California, presenting Anza Aaron Williams. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight 147.4 pounds. This mini gym fighter has a perfect professional record. 7 bouts, 7 victories, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from El Sereno, Los Angeles, California, presenting Juan Sin Miedo Beltran. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout now with the final instructions, 3 rounds scheduled.
All right, Joan, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business, fellas. Let's go.
Here we are, our final event of the evening, the main event. King of the Cage World Bantamweight title is on the line. Aaron Williams versus Juan Beltran in the 145-pound division. And they're off. Now, both these fighters we've seen plenty of times here at King of the Cage. They've had a pretty extensive amateur and professional career here. Both fighters have really worked hard for this opportunity here, and one person's going to walk away with the belt here tonight.
I mean, that's what you work for, you know, as a fighter. From amateurs to going into pros, hey, you want that belt at the end of the rainbow.
Exactly. You know, you're clearing through fighters in your ranks. You know, it gets down to that's the only objective left for you to complete. And both these fighters, you know, they're at the top of the game in the 145 division, which, as we know, is a very competitive division. And, a pretty even fight at that, too. Both these fighters prefer the ground game. We're definitely showing it here. I don't think we're going to be seeing too much striking for this fight, so someone may be getting submitted. Who knows, though? This could end up going the long run, too. Both these fighters have great stamina.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in the ground right here. There's control, there's patience, there's everything, because each one knows, hey, if I do this, this is going to happen. So they're not leaving any space for, you know, any errors to come in.
Exactly. Both these fighters very experienced. They're going to be expecting everything.
Beltran doing a good job here. And he's got the guillotine in there. He's got legs. He's working his legs up to the hips to stretch them out.
There he is.
You can flatten them out like that. Just keep the pressure. But you see right there how, you know, Williams pushed on that head, trying to get his head out.
There it is. Pops out. Like we were saying, just back and forth. Both of these guys, experienced ground game fighters, experienced in jiu-jitsu. Aaron Williams now antagonizing, trying to get Beltran back up to his feet. Possibly looking for an opening. Beltran wants to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, well, he saw what he could do from the bottom. He's like, okay, you know, we could do this. I'm not going to rush to stand up.
Williams doing a good job keeping the distance, damaging those legs whenever he can.
He's waiting for a clear shot to come in.
There it is, Beltran. He's back up to his feet now, trying to go for that single leg.
And he's going for that guillotine, so they switch roles.
About halfway through this round, the fighter still got plenty of time.
I like how Beltran's using that cage and his, elevating his body and head to alleviate the pressure from the guillotine. I just sitting there bent over, slouching, letting it sink in. That's why they're going for a belt.
Yeah, exactly. Both these fighters are showing exactly why they're in this spot and why they are the #1 contenders for this division. Williams still holding that head down. Beltran doing a good job. He's not really suffering at all from that headlock.
Beltran's doing good. I mean, Williams trying to put his pressure on that head to wear him out too. Because the more he carries Williams like that, the slower he's going to get throughout the course of the fight.
Beltran making use of those foot stomps. An underused move, but still, completely legal. And especially for positions like these, they do just the trick.
Yeah, because it does give him a foot stomp.
Right. You're not really expecting it. It's not something you're immediately thinking about defending.
a lot of times it doesn't hurt, but it's just almost like a slap.
Right, shocks you. You're like, oh.
It's like, hey man, I don't like that. I'd rather get punched.
Right.
Will did a great job here, you're scrambling, going for that takedown. Beltran, guys, he's got the head right there and all. Trying to keep there in that position.
30 seconds left in this round. Both fighters been pretty much in a stalemate for the majority of this round. It hasn't really tilted very much into each of their favor.
No, not at all, because even the beginning of the round, Beltran was on the bottom, but he was going for a submission. Always had it too. It was pretty close. And now, Williams back on top of here, but not much going on. He's fighting for position.
Right. Last 10 seconds here, and they're going to explode a little bit. Beltran knocking him off his balance. One last takedown before the bell.
Oh, that could have gained the round down the guy, but I say it was a scramble the whole way through, both ways. It went back and forth. So it's a good fight.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Both these fighters very skilled in their jiu-jitsu, very skilled in their ground game, lots of wrestling backgrounds as well. These guys are going to pull out every trick they can that they have up their sleeves. And, it's funny, yeah. They know the exact counter for what's going on. And as soon as they try something, the other opponent knows too.
Yep.
Fantastic fight. I think we're in for a very exciting bout for the next round. I don't think we're going to be seeing a finish anytime soon. Both these guys seem very fresh. I think they can go another 5 minutes, no problem. Maybe in the third round we might see a little bit more action. We'll have to see how it all ends up. I could be completely wrong. Here we are. Welcome back from the break, round number 2. Once again, King of the Cage Hard Drive at the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. This is for the King of the Cage World Bantamweight title. Aaron Williams versus Juan Beltran. No clear advantage being given to either fighter just quite yet. Both of them pushing the pace and now spending a little more time in the stand-up. Beltran looking to switch up to more boxing style.
I think right now, this time right now, they're just looking at it. You know what? We saw what we did on the ground. What can I do on a stand-up? Okay, I set something up from the stand-up to the ground. I think that's where they're going.
Yeah, Beltran doing a great job counter-striking here, waiting for that right moment. And he's a little quicker to the punch. I think that really pays off. Williams now getting backed up into the corner. Beltran waiting for those opportunities to open up, being very patient with those throws.
Beltran staying just right out of the range of Williams. So that way, Williams has to extend a lot, so he doesn't want to commit so much because that's why he stretches out. Like, hey, stay way out there. He's got to take that little step when he throws his punches to make it connect.
Ooh, and a nice little feint there. I'm saying it's a nice little two-step.
Yeah.
Pops one right behind him.
Beltran did that step that I was talking about. He could take that little step and right in reach.
There it was. Beltran, he's a smaller guy. He's usually suffering from the height advantage or the reach advantage, so he's very used to having to fight guys that are taller than him, longer arms than he is. Beltran definitely looking a little more lively this round. Aaron Williams trying to keep that distance between them, trying to throw those jabs whenever he can.
Yeah, I'm thinking Williams is trying to do the stand-up for a little bit, see how that works for him. And right there, Beltran just say, what, I've had enough. Let's say, I did my stuff for stand-up, let's go back to the ground. Williams, he's doing a good job right here against Cage. Keep Beltran attentive against the pressure and throwing some shots to Beltran.
Yeah, Williams getting a chance here. Pick up some spare points that he's been missing out on for the beginning of this round.
Yeah, this could be where Williams needs to be. Not trying to take Beltran down, but just stay in this position right here. Having the cage, delivering the knees, the body shots, everything. You can wear out your opponent so much against that cage right there. You don't think about it like, hey, we're just standing, we're leaning here, but those little shots, that pressure you keep pushing on them.
Now Williams securing the single leg here. Now trying to turn things around. He's still got lots of time, just over 2 minutes left in this round.
That takedown, I mean, it wasn't that difficult. Two things. One, Beltran could have wanted to go down there, like, hey, yeah, let's go down here. The other one, those shots that Williams delivered when he was in his cage, body shots with the knees, could have took a little bit of his toll on Beltran.
Williams really cranking back, trying to deal some damage with those punches. Beltran trying to lock those arms down.
Williams just got to remember, hey, he's got to remember he's just at the back of his head right there. So when he's throwing those shots, he's got to realize he'll put himself up for submission or reversal. While he's aware of that, he's fine.
Williams now trying to make up for that lost time at the beginning of the round, definitely pushing forward.
He's doing a good job with this round. I keep seeing like Beltran trying to go for some kind of arm bar or something for the way he's positioning himself.
And Williams not going to let it happen that easily though. Williams trying to just go for this ground and pound, tuck that head, move his way up, inch by inch.
And that's what he should be doing. I mean, he's doing good. He's keeping Beltran right there at bay. I mean, he's doing what he's got. He's pressure's on. He's staying in a dominant position. He's delivering shots.
Not quite able to pass up that guard though, however. Beltran trying to heighten that up. "16 seconds left in this round. We'll see who finishes on top. And it looks like Williams continuing to keep in position here, locking down. Not giving Beltran anywhere to move. Trying to throw some strikes here at the end. And that is it for round number 2. Definitely picking things up and picking up that heat at the end of that round here. It's going to be a very exciting final round. Let's take a look at the replay. Both these fighters, once again, just pushing it. Beltran doing a great job for that first half, first 2 minutes on the stand-up. Was able to land a lot of strikes, was able to keep Williams on his toes, but these things got turned back down to the ground. It started slowly becoming Williams' game.
Yeah, well, I mean, Williams was doing a good thing up here, just trying to keep him away, figuring out what's going on here. But the minute Williams, got him with his cage, he was able to do stuff, and he ended up taking him down. And from there, it was Williams all the way. Beltran trying everything he could, strike, defend, position, everything, but he was from Williams all the way.
Stay tuned. We have round number 3 coming up after the break. Here we are. Welcome to the final round of the final fight of the night. Someone is going to be taking the King of the Cage World Bantamweight title after this fight. Who will it be? So far, it's been quite the stalemate between both these fighters. Aaron Williams coming out on top just by a hair at the end of that last round. Beltran doing a good job in the stand-up for the first half. We'll see if he keeps to that or tries to take things down to the ground again.
I can see a replay of that second round right here, where they're standing up, but then it just depends on who gets that takedown and what position they get.
Right.
It's starting out exactly like the second round.
Yes,
which is fine, but hey, and if it stays up the whole time trying to get that knockout or something, it was great, but look at that.
Williams gets a nice little takedown here.
Well, this might not be good for Beltran if Williams is able to do what he did in that second round, which is maintain position, deliver some shots, and keep him here the rest of the round. Beltran's got to get a submission or get up and start to attack, reverse, or anything to switch, just get off the back. Get in a better position so he can score the points.
Beltran trying to use the cage to his advantage to get back up onto his feet. Williams trying to keep things back on the ground. And now slipping and taking it back here. Beltran in danger of just getting thrown right back down. Beltran trying to fight those hands, trying to keep that balance low.
Foot 4 right there. And I don't know if you noticed how he used the cage to keep his balance there, put all his pressure against that cage, and he went for that Cora, which got Williams to let go, like, oh, hey, I don't want that.
Definitely adds that 3D element, you know, using the atmosphere to your advantage. Both fighters definitely now spending more time on the stand-up than they did in that second round. Beltran is lighting up.
Beltran getting a little ahead here on the stand-up with those punches, but right here, look at this. Williams getting ahead. Those takedowns.
And just constantly switching back and forth the power in this fight. Aaron Williams has lots of time to sit here if he wants to. Ooh, and Beltran almost getting that leg over. Both fighters in a great scramble right here. You can really see the professionalness, you know, why these two are the contenders for this title fight here. Both guys, you know, it's never a second of just, you know, what am I going to do next? You know, it's constantly moving, constantly flowing. They already know, they have their whole set planned out. You know, the actions are just perfectly on time.
I love how they recognize when they're in danger. Something's coming out, hey, you need to avoid that, you need to defend that, you need to counter it.
Constantly evolving with every situation that comes.
Ooh.
And a nice Kimura almost from Beltran there, twirls out of that, and Williams once again back on the back. Truly a great display of skill from both of these fighters here. But I don't think Beltran's going to be able to take it unless he splits back up and tries to get back into that stand-up again.
I don't know, Will, I think he's got a little bit more cardio, and that's just going to be an advantage right here. Yeah. He's able to keep that, all this pressure keeping on, and that's why he's got more cardio, because he's wearing Beltran out. And he's tiring him out, making him work so much, carrying him around, and eventually that pays off, and like it is here, you know, Beltran just went to the ground. If you carry him, hey man, you're tired. I mean, Williams is doing a great job right here. Look at those knees.
Beltran having a hard time trying to break those hands free. Now getting pulled right back down to the ground again. Last minute left. This is exactly where Williams wants to be.
And that's the thing too of a fight. You got to be able to wear your opponent out so you can deliver something or secure a round or do what you have to do in the round. Because if you just, you know, you want to keep his energy, you know, you're punching, you're kicking, you're doing around, hey, where's the advantage? You got to get the advantage by taking it away from him.
Exactly. Beltran doing a great job of defending, like you were saying before. He's doing everything he can. You know, I don't think Williams has really passed the guard completely for the majority of this fight. I think, you know, Beltran's been keeping it up as much as he can, but Williams is doing a great job at that ground and pound, softening him up and still getting that damage in that he wants.
Yeah, no, Beltran, like I say, he always kept it in his guard, but he hasn't been able to do anything with it. That's the problem.
Ooh, and now Williams, they're dangerously swinging for those last few seconds. Williams very confident finishing that, and you know his confidence is rightly placed. Definitely shook up Beltran with a couple of those punches right there at the end as well, just to kind of capitalize right onto the end of it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he did everything he had to do to secure the round, win the fight.
Let's take a look at the replay here. You know, third round, this was a very active round. Both these fighters were just constantly switching back and forth, back and forth. They spent a lot of time in the stand-up, and Beltran was able to get a lot of advantages there, but as soon as it went back down to the ground, just like round number 2, just like round number 1, Williams was able to dominate.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure from Williams was incredible. You know, it was constant. He never backed out. You know, he just kept pushing forward, constantly wanting, hey, you know what, I gotta have this, I gotta get this. No matter what position he was put in, you know, it was always to get back on top, He did a great job.
Yeah, both these fighters just non-stop action, completely pushing the pace all the way through, just showing, you know, how much cardio you really need for a professional fight, especially for a title. When that's on the line, you know, it's no holds barred. It's going to become a very emotional fight. It's going to become very personal, very passionate, because there's something on the line here. It's not just, oh, I'm going to take the loss. It's who's going to be the champion for an unknown amount of time.
Exactly. And you know, how bad do you want it?
Exactly.
You know, how much you train, everything to get you to this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of championship MMA here in California's Inland Empire, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge at cage side, Chris Quayle, scores this bout 29-28 while judges Mark Davidson and Ron McCarthy both score it 30-27. All three in favor of your winner by unanimous decision and new King of the Cage, bantamweight champion of the world, Enzo Aaron Williams.
What I know about my opponent is he's a brawler, striker. He's finished all his fights. The only loss he has is actually against a guy that I lost to, so we have that in common. Defending my title for the first time, it's, you know what they say, it's what actually makes a champ, the first title defense, and that's what I really want to prove to everybody and show all the hard work we put in. The way I prepared myself for this fight is, you know, I just started eating right, and that's where it starts with the dieting, coming to train, hitting mitts, doing privates with my coach Josh, and just doing the class with everybody else, and working on the cardio and just working on hands, speed, and power. After tonight's fight, what I want is I want the biggest fights King of Cage has to offer, or I want to take a big step to the you know, the next level. I believe. I believe my record speaks for itself, and if they give me, you know, a big fight or a rematch with one loss I have, that would really do it for me. Once I meet him, it's just blank. It's just I can't stop until I finish him, until the job's done. He has to either tap out, or I'm gonna TKO him or KO him. It's just one of those three. It's the only way it ends. I've actually had this prediction for a while, and I want to keep it in between 2 rounds, and I'm going for the knockout. I'm going for the finish. Danny, you know, I know we both work hard for this, and I want you to bring your best. I'm going to bring my best, and may the best man win.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Toyota Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage and General Tire, along with Ultra Premium Comisario Tequila, present our co-featured bouts of the evening. It is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvelli, Chair, Executive Officer Andy Foster. It's in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated, President and Founder Terry Trebilcock Jr., Matchmaker Carlos Rivera, Promoter Jeff Mahalik. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Luis Cobian, Mark Davidson, and Ron McCarthy. After the bell rings, you'll be in charge of the action, Frank Tree. And now, Southern California, put your hands together for our co-feature of the evening, 5 rounds of MMA for the King of the Cage Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6'1", official weight, an even 176 pounds. Professional record, 6 victories, 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pomona, California, presenting the challenger, Danny El Oso Garcia. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5'8", official weight, 177 pounds. Professional record, 5 victories, 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Upland, California, presenting the reigning and defending King of the Cage Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Edson Gomez. Frank Trigg is your official for this bout now with the final instructions.
Gentlemen, you got your rules in the locker room. Obey my commands at all times. Play yourself at all times. Don't touch gloves, do it now. Back to the corners, come out swinging.
Here we are. Welcome, everybody. King of the Cage Hard Drive. This is our main event of the evening for the King of the Cage World Super Welterweight title. Danny Garcia versus Edson Gomez. A lot is on the line here tonight. Someone's going to be walking away with the belt. This match is set in the 175-pound division. 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. And we've seen these fighters many times here at King of the Cage. Edson Gomez, a very well-rounded fighter, has got a great ground game as well as a stand-up. His opponent, Danny Garcia, a little more patient, a little less groundwork, but has some great knockout power. Definitely not to be underestimated in the stand-up. It looks like both these guys are going to opt to throw some fists back and forth here. When it comes to Edson Gomez, you don't really know which way he's going to take it. Sometimes he feels like taking things down to the ground early. Other times he'll fight the whole fight on his feet.
Well, I like this that they're standing up right now. It's a little change, you know. They're standing in the middle of the ring, going back and forth. And I'm actually looking to see a knockout.
Oh, yeah, we may as well get one, especially after that last bout. You know, we're hoping. Of course, Danny Garcia has a little bit more of that height advantage, a little bit more in that reach advantage. Edson Gomez is really going to have to close that distance to do some serious damage. Both fighters just staying just out of harm's way. Whoa. Almost an accidental groin shot there with the way he landed on Garcia's leg. He's lucky he didn't lift that right at the last second. But again, was able to recover and pushes him down by force. Edson Gomez now going in, trying to capitalize. Garcia gets out of there quick.
I like that move. It was a good move, you know. You got close, hey, push him back and land some shots. These guys are patient. And, you
nice
know,
kick from Gomez.
They're just looking for that money shot.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all this is. They're looking for the money shot. They're not, you know, in a hurry to do this or do that. They just want, hey, I want the one that counts to land.
Oh, yeah. Both of these guys have knocked out plenty of opponents in the past. When I think both of them know it as well. I'm sure they researched each other before, you know, leading up to this fight. Two very experienced fighters, but, Garcia eats a couple of hard punches.
Nice combo right there. Look at that uppercut.
Here's the stand-up game of Gomez being unraveled. Closing in, there it is, shot by shot. He just weakens his opponent and is able to close that distance faster and faster.
Garcia better start moving that head a little bit when Gomez comes in. He's standing, I mean, he's taking the shot straight on. Nothing wrong with taking shots as long as you give some back. But if you're just receiving the whole time.
Yeah, definitely not going to look good on you. But I have a feeling like this fight is not going to go all the way to the judges. Just, you know, seeing as how it's playing out right now.
Oh, yeah.
They don't really have any intentions of getting down to the ground. It looks like they want to keep it stand up. Gomez is feeling comfortable, definitely. I don't think he wants to change things. Oh, and a nice three-piece.
Yeah, when you connect, when you land a few shots, connect some combos, you know what? Hey, this is where I want to be. Just trying to think of Garcia. You know, hey, you know, throw some shots when he's coming in like that, man. I mean,
yeah, Garcia looking a little stiff. Nice body shot, and I like the Gomez. You know, he mixes up his shots. It's not just the same basic combo you're getting over and over again. You know, he's going to be punching your chest. He's going to punch your stomach. He's going to get you from the side. He's going to mix things up as much as he can. Keep you on your toes.
I mean, Garcia could have been like, okay, you know, I felt this punch. There ain't that much power behind it. Look at that one shot.
And Gomez, quick reflexes, goes for the legs, trips him up.
That was good because, I mean, that dazed Gomez right there. You know, if Garcia would have gone on top.
Oh, yeah. That was instinct right there.
It was good
That's
instinct.
just how training after training after training, he knew exactly, you know what? I got to move. As soon as he get knocked down. And that's really the biggest hit Gomez has taken this whole fight. I think that just woke him up and told him, you know what, I gotta try and finish this. I can't catch another one of those. May not work out as well
not.
next time. And now Garcia just taking punishment.
I mean, he's got all his, Gomez got all his weight on Garcia right there, delivering shots right there.
Oh, yeah. I think that the only thing that told Gomez was, let's end it now, Can't afford to eat another one of those or, and that's it.
That's it.
Edson Gomez takes the championship as the new King of the Cage World Super Welterweight title. A fantastic fight at that, very exciting, a nice change to the rhythm we've been seeing here tonight. Getting back to some boxing here. Edson Gomez just really showing off that stand-up skill. Danny Garcia looking a little stiff. Was able to land that shot, though. Really knocked Gomez off. But that shot right there where he pushed him in the chest, up against the cage, landed a couple flurry. That was great on Gomez's part. Garcia, basically waited till as late as he could, but got it in there. As we saw from the last fight, all it takes is one punch, so that could have ended it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't enough.
It was great reflex by Gomez to recover from that shot and take him down and end up right here in this position where eventually, gave him the win.
And there it is. Edson Gomez, your new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Frank Trigg, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 4 minutes and 53 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, still King of the Cage, Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Edson Gomez. I'm with Edson Gomez, who retains his Super Welterweight crown. You look fantastic tonight. First round TKO. Walk us through it.
You know what? I knew he hit hard. He's a well striker. He comes from a good camp in Millennium. I respect everybody working there, and they have great fighters. But we have a different level of striking and all MMA over here with us. Sensei Eddie Mills, Josh, Clay, Chris Lee, everybody there.
Your striking is certainly on point.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I just want to give thanks to God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I want to thank God for my Gulfstream, Long Beach in the house, my family and friends, coaches who've all been here working with us. And if I could get a rematch with my one and only loss with Devin Goodale, please give it to me. I know I could whoop him.
All right, well, we'll send that out to the higher-ups, the King of the Cage. Let's see if we can make that happen. Edson Gomez retains the Super Welterweight title here in Ontario.